Hi everyone, Sandra from Scraps to Beauty. How are you guys? I hit record already. Hi Janelle. Let's see who else we have here. Linda, Artie Dar, Bear Pink, Lilith, Brenda, Kathy, Heather. Hey Heather. Hi Linda, Kia, Carol, Jean Marie. Hi North Mama, North Martha. Not that Martha. Oh, well, Pauline, RV Sweet Lady. Hi, Arlene. Shady, and who else? Val, Mick, and quite a few anonymous. So, welcome everyone. So we're excited. We're going to start our acrylic album tonight. So if you're watching over on YouTube, this is a live recording on Ustream. And we're going to start the Prima's Victorian Christmas doing an acrylic album. So first I wanted to say that this weekend is the hashtag Love Winter Art. I have my video up already. A couple people do. Kathy does. Andrea does. So make sure to check that out. I kept mine really short. And it's with, you can either find it by this way, Creative Art Collaboration, or the best way is this way, Love Winter Art. So there's quite a few of them up already, but it's all weekend. So, hi Dor. So let's talk about acrylic first. You guys know I love acrylic. So I tested out some things today first, and I want to make sure that this is, you're going to be able to see this. So let me put this down. Send an email if you did. That's good. I'm Janelle. Welcome her. This is her first time here, I believe. I saw her at Prima live yesterday. We were watching Frank do his album. So welcome anybody that's new. And anybody who's in anonymous, just, it's easy to join the chat if you like to join the chat. But so, all right, so this is the acrylic album. So what, the first thing you have to know about acrylic is that you just can't use any ink. You definitely need to use Stays On. So I chose, I'm going to do this gold. This is gold Stays On metallic. And so this is what it looks like, and I'll have to peel. You know, the acrylic has two layers of plastic, one on the front and one on the back. I already peeled the front off. So you can see, so here is the gold, and maybe I should get a piece of black, actually. I don't have any black here. Hold on, let me get a piece of black paper. Oh, here, maybe I could just use this. So here, yeah, there you go, better there. So you can see this is just with the Stays On, and it's going to be hard because it's the plastic. But there you can see there is the gold, the Stays On. So any Stays On, white, black, whatever you want to use, you just have to make sure that it stays on when you're using the acrylic. And then what I did was I tested it a little bit. So what I did was I took the matte medium. This one happens to be Dino Wakley's matte medium. And I laid that down first through a stencil, which I used my Prima stencil, which is, it's an old one, but it's like my favorite. It's this one here, this gray one. It's really intricate. It's got the tiny little flourishes there. So what I do is, hi Surly. So I laid that down first, and then when it was kind of not quite dry, I tried glitter. I don't like the glitter. I don't recommend the glitter because you can see it's still, it like clings to the acrylic. So it's not like you can get a clean, without all the glitter all over the place. And you have to lay down, the reason you have to lay down a matte medium is because if you were just to lay this down, it would just peel off. So the matte medium gives it some tooth for it to stick to. So anything that you put down, stickles, texture paste, whatever, you've got to do the matte medium first. You had that one? I do. That's like my favorites, like my go-to one every time I go, oh, you're going to see me tonight. Good thing I don't have my beauty secrets on tonight, right, Bunny? Oh, Bunny's not here. So then what I did was I went over This is just plain matte medium, and I went over with the gold stays on, which it was okay, but you could see like it went all over. It just didn't stay right on top, so I didn't really like that. And then what I did was I took the Distress Crackle paint. So this is the just the plain rock candy crackle. And so I went over, I put the stencil back over it, and then you probably can't see, but it's very, let me put it on autofocus. It's just starting to crack. Because it's acrylic, it's going to take like overnight for it to work. So let me get the autofocus on, and then I can give you a better look. Hopefully I can keep it still tonight. So hold on there. All right, so let's see. There you go. See how it's right there? It's just starting to crackle, right? If I can keep it right there. Hi, Colleen. So you can see this is still pretty thick, so it hasn't crackled yet, and it should turn clear. So I like using this with Tim's bell jar. Like if you want to make it look like it's a crackled glass, you would put the gel medium on first, and then you would go ahead and put the crackle on there, and then that's how it would get like a cracked glass. So then I thought I don't really want to look frosty on the album. So what I wanted to do was try this. So this one is Tarnished Brass Crackle. And it was kind of thick when I laid this one down, so you could see. Let me see, I don't even know if this one started to crack yet. It is kind of thick. So I added, if you want to add a little bit, just a little bit of water, it makes the cracks just a little bit thinner. This one's not cracking yet because it's on pretty thick. But let's see if you could see that. There it is. Kind of. Kind of. Come on. There we go. Nope. Focus. Oh, I can't keep my hand still. Focus. All right. Close. 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 Anyway, it's still pretty thick. So this will need overnight to crack. I mean, it's just barely starting to crack here. So what I did with mine, and if you don't have this flourish, you can use any design that you have that you like for the edging of your album. Hi, Jeannie. So what I did was I went ahead, because it takes a while to do it. So I went ahead and did mine with the gold. So what I did was I laid the stencil down first. I laid this down first. I went over with the gel medium. Then I let it dry about 2 or 3 hours. It was still kind of tacky. And then I put this back over. And then I went over with the crackle paint. So let's see if this one is cracking yet. If I could show. Yeah, it is right here. So let me see if I could. Where's my black paper? It's going to take a while for it to crack. But let's see if I could show it to you. And I don't mind that it's a little, we're going to be covering this with some flowers in the front anyway. But let's see if you could see here. Right here, I can get it. I need to get some weight on there. Right, come on, right there. It's just starting to crack right here. I know it's hard for you guys to see. But it will crackle. And if it doesn't crackle all the way, I'm good with it. It is cracking in some spots, but like I said, it'll take overnight to do it. So this is going to be my front page that we're going to work on tonight. But I want to just give you just a little preview of kind of what you have to think about when you are doing an acrylic album. So let me take it off autofocus. Hold on. You're going to hear the dogs bark because my daughter's just coming in from work. So hold on. You never tried that technique? Yeah. The drying time, yeah, is a bummer. It is. But if you could work on something else and knowing that, that's the drying time, that's what you have to do. So this is an acrylic album. I don't know if I showed you this one before. I had made this quite a while ago, a couple of years, 4 or 5 years ago, I think. And so what I want to show you is, hi, Annette. Um, so this one has it, and I sewed almost all of these, the mats. I do like sewing my mats on here, and I made this into a little pocket. But the most important thing that you have to think about when you're doing acrylic is you've got to think about the pages underneath. So see how you could see, so this page really, when you just open up this page, it has hardly anything on it. It's got one little flower, two, three little flowers. But when you put the next page and the next couple pages underneath, now you can see the ribbon and the flower. And so it just makes it, you know, more in depth. So you do have to do a little bit more thinking when you're thinking about acrylic. And of course, when you're doing the opposite side, whatever you do on this side has to be done on this side. So here you can see, because I have the monkey on this side, I have to put a bear on this side. And I don't mind that it's tail. You can't really tell that, you know, that's his tail, kind of. But see how this one is? So now this page really only has flowers just right here. But now when I put it with this back page, you see how I have the flowers in the back? So now it looks like this page has all these flowers on this page, but it doesn't. So you do have to do, and the same thing with this. So you have this one bear, but see this bear back here, he's peeking through, which that's what I like about acrylic. When people do their acrylic, my pet peeve is they cover the whole acrylic and call it an acrylic album. I'm like, no, I mean, the whole purpose of being acrylic is that you could see through it. So, oh, I need to put a glue dot there. So same with this one. So see now here's the green bear, but this bear on this page is peeking through. Hey Heather, let me get a glue dot for this. If I have a little glue dot, I'll just take a little dot here. Let me just stick this on here. So you can see you do have, it's not like when you're working with just a mini album, you're just really concentrating on one page. Here you have to think of both, not only this page, what's in back of this page, but this page, what's in back of this page. So it's a little bit more tricky. I need to cut that with scissors. Hi, Carol. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Carol. The other Carol, Carol M. All right. So again, so then so this was kind of one of my first ones, so I really didn't like edge it or anything like that. So I kept it kind of simple, if you want to call it simple. But see then again how this green bear now peeks through this one, and then this flower, you know, makes up the arrangement from here. So it looks like it's layered. That's what I like. And so then here you can see I stamped on this page with white stays on. And then I did this page. Oh, I got to fix all my cool things are falling out to fix that. And then this one's another one with a tag. And then there's another one with that tag. Just have to make sure whatever. But then see how on this page there's really nothing. Nothing on this page at all. Just the mat with the little flower. But when you close it, you can see that it's got these flowers on this side. Oh, thanks, Heather. So it's just a matter of, and of course I put like tons of ribbon on here. So that's what you have to think about mostly when you're doing acrylic. You have to think about the front and the back on both pages. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So I've already, and I'm going to have to put paper, I think, here. I think you'll be able to see better. Do the acrylic sheets come pre-punched? No, I pre-punched them, and you could use a crocodile. You could use the that one that's either Martha Stewart or EK Success that punches through chipboard. You could do that. So that was my other thing I wanted to show you too. So on this one, when I did this, I only did 3 rings. So it's only punched 3 times. 3. But today I was like, I might want to put like another page, like a mini page inside this one. Are you welcome? So I punched 4 holes. So it all depends on what you want to do. If you don't think you're going to insert any, I love my Eiffel Tower scissors. Thank you. Um, if you don't think you're going to put any tags or any, like another little page in here, like I might want to do one of those ornaments like we did in the last mini. So, so I did punch 4. You don't have to, you could just do 3. So this still, I pulled the blue piece off. And so now I still have the blue piece on the back. So let's see what we're going to do. Now, when you're thinking about your pictures, since this, thanks. When this, the paper line is very, what do you call it? You know, very like Victorian. So now in my house, since I live by the beach, everything is like blue, you know. So see, it's blue. So here's one of my, I love these are my pine cone Santas. So I'm going to have to take my pictures. Where do you get the acrylic sheets? I get them, I'll show you here. I get them at Joann Fabrics, and you want to make sure you get, let's see if you can see it. It's 0.200. 0.20. 0.020. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. And this is 8 by 8. And so I usually get it when it's free shipping because it's heavy, and I usually get it with a 50% off coupon. So you just want to make sure it's 0.020. You don't want it real thin. And they have different sizes. They have 12 by 12, 8 by 8. They also have 6 by 6. If you wanted to make this smaller, you could do a 6 by 6. So, and here's my shell trees. I was showing CB the other night. She wanted to know. And then I have my little birdhouses. But see, this is not going to look well with this paper line. So what I'm going to have to do is print my pictures either all in sepia. Because see, if I put this next to this, ew, I don't like that at all. So what I did was I took one of my Santas and I just printed. See how much better that looks? So this, my little printer prints sepia and antique. So what I did was I took antique. So if you were to see this Santa in real life, his little outfit is like royal blue. So it looks so much better now with these. So that's what I'm going to have to do with all my pictures. Did she tell you where the acrylic? Yes, I get mine at Joann's. I know Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo also has it. But I get it online. I think I get it when it's free shipping. And this is the 8 by 8. And you just want to make sure that, make sure it's the 0.020. It's called clear craft plastic. If you try to look up acrylic sheets, it doesn't come up. So you got to make sure you, when you do in the search box, you put clear craft plastic, and it'll come up. Yeah, I like the sepia too, especially for this, for these papers. It definitely needs that. So I haven't decided. So I'm gonna have to, I'll have to go back and do my pictures in the sepia. But for tonight, we really only need for the front cover. So this is my tree for this year. So I cut it all out so you don't see all the blue, so it doesn't look too bad. So I'm either going to put the tree in the front for the front cover, or I could either put the Santa. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, see, because that blue, it just, for me, and if you have like red and, you know, really dark red and green, it might be okay, but I don't know. Yes, Joann's online, yes. And do it with free shipping when they have free shipping and when they have 50 off, of course. So I get them in packs of 25. I think that's the only way they sell it, I think, is 25. All right, so what we have to decide, or what I have to decide, is I'm going to put my picture here like this. I'm going to put it off to the side like that because I'm going to put my flowers up in here. So I just can't decide whether I want to do the Christmas tree and the flowers, or, hi Jean, or if I should do the Santa. If I do the Santa and the flowers. What do you think? Should I do Santa or should I do the tree? So let me get my flowers that I picked out already. So I have some resin pieces. Do you remember when Prima did these Jubilee? So I have some snowflakes. I'll get it out. Some snowflakes. The Santa? Santa. Okay, I'll put the Santa. I have this little Christmas tree. Maybe I'll put the Christmas tree on there, the resin. And then I have medium. And I think I have a couple small. Santa, Santa. Okay, the Santa. And then I have these resins. I like the pine cone one, so maybe we'll fool around with that. I also have this. So I've already picked out my flowers, and then I picked out some of these. So maybe I'll put the tree on the inside. We'll do the tree on the inside. So now it's just a matter of deciding where you want your flowers to go. Let's see. So I love these. The big beige one. And I have some of his, I forget what this is called. I've got that. These flowers are so pretty. They're so pretty. You can put this one here. So like that. So really it's just arranging. I wish I had a better piece of paper because this is like distracting, isn't it? Let me see if I have something else to put down here. Here. I'll try this one. The flowers are in a box. What do you mean the flowers are in a box? That better? Yes, these are all new flowers. Shh, don't say that. Yes, they're all new. All new flowers. But I don't really have, well, I can say I have some, but not a lot of Christmas flowers. Let me move you guys in one too so you can see a little bit better. There we go. Yes, they're new flowers. So I have this. Oh, we have the Merry Christmas that we could stick in here. I thought that would be cute. We did that. You can't say you didn't have, you don't have flowers. I know, but Christmas flowers, I can say that. I have some, but not a lot of those. So then I have Eileen. We can do this. So I think I took out all my flowers. I have cute little jingle bells. I can't get this way. And I thought I can't decide whether I should take these green things off. You know how Frank hates his green leaves. So I think I'm going to. Exactly, Heather. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. So I think I like that. That looks pretty cute, doesn't it? Like that. And then we could stick a couple of these little berries. And then I think I'm going to put these leaves down in here. So something like that. Then I have to just decide if that'll be Prima bought out Christmas flowers. They're almost sold out of this color. I know most of the papers are gone and a lot of the flowers are gone. But see, now I did have this. I got this at Tuesday mornings like a couple years ago. But I like this because it looks like the pine tree things. So I think I'm going to cut this apart. And I couldn't debate whether I should put a tree on here. Maybe not. Santa brings toys, not flowers. Oh, Eileen. So I thought this would be cute to stick this in here somewhere. One in there. Thanks. You can see that? I want to make sure you guys could see. I love the Santa, but if you saw him, he's all blue, really. He doesn't do any of that at your house. These are nice because they're like velvety. I like these. So I'm thinking I should do one more, maybe on this side. And I like these little gold little spikes. I'm not wild about these white flowers, though. So let's see. Let's pull this one apart. Art supplies are our toys. Yep, that's true. So if I did something like this, I mean something, we'll see, as we're putting it down. I wanted to get one of these other little curly cues out for the top. And I'll stick that in there. So something like that. So let's get to gluing down and then we can decide what else we want to put in there. And then I think I'm going to put some like gesso or something like that. So we'll see. You've never been to Tuesday mornings? You've never been there? Oh my gosh. We used to have a couple of them and they closed up. And now the one from me is like so far. And I think I want to put this little reindeer in here. All right. So let's glue. We kind of have an idea of what we want or what I want. So I'm going to glue this